As you approach the small town of Dodgeville, Wisconsin, you see a lot of farms and a lot of cows. The last thing you expect to see is the headquarters for one of the country's leading catalog merchants. But that's where you'll find Land's End, a direct merchant of casual clothing and accessories that offers their products through regular mailings of monthly catalogs. Though their merchandise is purchased and manufactured around the world, it's all managed from their Wisconsin headquarters, which employs approximately 5,500 people.
When we're looking for new manufacturers, we're looking for the long term. I think one of the most interesting things is we're not out there looking for new vendors every year to fulfill the same products. You know, if a vendor's having problems, we look at that as just as much our fault as their fault, and we're going in and helping them overcome those problems.
Our quick response system is a computerized system where we transmit electronically to our vendors each Sunday night a forecast information as well as model stock positions and purchase order information, so that on Monday morning this information will be incorporated directly into their manufacturing reports so that they can prioritize their production.
This information system is so important to Land's End that if a favorite vendor doesn't have the technological capabilities for it, they'll suggest ways to help them upgrade their systems. Naturally, having the capabilities in advance gives a potential supplier a definite competitive edge.
The biggest difference between Land's End and some other retailers or catalog businesses is that we actually design all the product here and we do all the specifications. Therefore, the manufacturer is building that product directly to our specs. We're not buying off of somebody else's line.
Basically, we won't go into a plant or a production facility unless they can make a first quality garment. The second important thing is that they're flexible in shifting their production to what is most needed to respond to our customer. Generally, we will conduct an analysis. There's a credit check that's done on Dun & Bradstreet. We'll check with some references from the industry, some fabric mill references, and other customers that may be doing business with that particular vendor.
We go in and ask for what we want. We set the standards, we set the specifications, we decide on the fabrics, we decide the fit. And when we have the perfect product, then we ask the price. So we're really developing the quality first. We're going to talk to them and talk about their principles of business and the way that they're going to work with their customers, the way that they treat their employees, what their values are about quality.
Once Land's End decides to make a purchase, it still must go through the buying process, which varies depending on what is being purchased. For instance, unlike the buyers of boxes, Land's End gives a tremendous amount of latitude to its team of 30 buyers and in-house designers. They're allowed to purchase any product from any vendor as long as it meshes with the overall merchandising strategy for the season. Once a purchase is made, the interactions between the Land's End buyers and their suppliers are very collaborative. They discuss the product that is being produced and take suggestions from each other on how to make the product and the manufacturing process better. Land's End also shares its 12 to 18 month sales forecast with its vendors through its quick response information systems to help suppliers prioritize their manufacturing schedules.
The quick response relationship is a true partnership with our manufacturers, in that we're in this together. We're trying to shift our production, and if there are excesses left over, we will work with the vendors to work out of that through liquidation means or relisting the products in our catalog at full price.
Because most of Land's End's vendor relationships are so collaborative, they're also very long-term. In fact, many of its vendor relationships are 15 to 20 years old. These strong bonds between suppliers and buyers have made Land's End one of the most successful direct merchants in the country. Their suppliers understand the Land's End buying processes and know what type of purchases Land's End makes. They also know what criteria are important to Land's End buyers when making purchase decisions. Merchandise manufacturers know they must be very flexible with their manufacturing schedules to adjust to consumer demand. They also know they must keep up with technology to accommodate the Land's End computerized quick response information system. And they know that Land's End will reward them with a loyal, mutually beneficial long-term relationship, and perhaps some small-town charm.